We'll share it on some of our pages too.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. All right, we are live. Thank you guys for joining us. I will do a quick introduction of myself, and then we'll get into the More Than Project. So I am Rachel Lack. I am the director of Across the Spectrum, the Doc. It is a documentary series, or it will be a documentary series. We've been working on it for 11 years of filming. Pretty crazy, I think. Hard to believe. My son Henry is 14, and he is non-speaking. He was diagnosed right before he turned 3. So it was 11 years ago last month. And I started the documentary because I was being a filmmaker myself, I was looking for documentaries that showed autism, and all the documentaries I could find back then were all parents talking about autism like years later. And we have changed as parents. We change and go through the emotions. I don't know if I could have the same emotions that I did right when he was first diagnosed. So I put the camera to myself, and after about 6 months, I realized that, because I knew nothing about autism. I'm sure that these ladies could say the same. And I didn't know how big the spectrum was until being in it for like 6 months. And I realized I needed more families. So I found more families to film. We've been filming 10 kids throughout, with other kids joining in. So it's been amazing to see the kids grow in the last 10 years. So thank you everyone for being here. And we are now chatting with, November is Family Caregiver Month. So I am interviewing groups and nonprofits that help the caregivers. So I am here with Kate Swenson and Amanda DeLuca as they're talking about the More Than Project. So if you ladies want to introduce yourself and talk about how you started the More Than Project.
Yeah, I can just say who I am first. I'm Kate. I'm over in Minnesota. It is a very dreary day. Cooper's waiting for snow, but we're looking at the 50s for like the next week, which is just bananas. I have 4 kids. My oldest, Cooper, it's not snowing right now. Yep, Cooper is home. We're trying to figure out some school stuff, so he's home for a while. He's 14. It's almost his birthday, December 6th. We've been counting down for 300 days. Snow. Go upstairs, yeah. And then I have a 12-year-old Sawyer. I have who had a very big project due today and a Spanish test that we sort of prepared for. And then he told me this morning he has a math test. So hello, 7th grade. I have a 7-year-old named Harbor who just lost his second front tooth. So he is front toothless. And Miss Winnie, who every day when I pick her up, she's choreographing dances to K-pop Demon Hunters with her friend Stella. So we have a very busy life over here. Autism is really kicking my butt right now, and I am not one to sugarcoat it. It's just been really hard, and I'm sort of hanging on for dear life right now. And I think that's what I feel like is in the beginning, it was kind of always constant chaos. Now we get a few longer periods of grace, and then so we're holding on right now.
It is a roller coaster for sure, ups and downs.
And I'm sad. And Carrie said last night, my friend, you're only as happy as your saddest child, or, however you word that. And I couldn't even sleep. I was up just full of anxiety. So it's just hard.
Yes. All right, Amanda?
I have to be very transparent. This part is really hard for me.
Yep.
Yeah. My name is Amanda DeLuca. I live in Ohio with my husband, Sal. My son, Jackson, will be 12 in April. Jackson was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
My daughter, Monroe, is forever 8 and now lives in heaven. Monroe was diagnosed in November of 2024 with a non-operable brain tumor. And in September, she went home to heaven. Next week is her first heavenly birthday for us, so we are navigating how we celebrate that, which is currently unpacking boxes and boxes and boxes of Squishmallows to take to children at the hospital because it brought her joy. I teach dance for a living, so I love hearing that Winnie also loves my same passions. She can come stay at Aunt Amanda's anytime.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And then I also work in educational advocacy. So our whole life is surrounded by supporting children and caregivers, I feel. Kate and I established the More Than Project. It's fuzzy between 2020 and 2021 because we were sort of helping moms before we knew why.
Yeah.
Our mission statement and our name, but it is our passion is to help caregivers feel seen and build community. And I could not have done this journey this past year without our community. So there is true testament to it is important work that we are doing and the community we are working to build. So sorry, that part is really hard for me. I said that on another interview I just did this week, and I think it's going to take some time.
I think it will. Yeah. Thank you for being here and doing that. I have to say what you guys are doing is amazing because I have been to a bunch of your retreats, and I always leave the retreats with my cup filled, and we can talk about that. And for the first time, I went to the one in September, and Moon Beach, and I have to tell you, I felt like I was back at camp. I was at camp. I went to summer camp for time I was 11 until I was a counselor, like 20 years old. I was head of kayaking, and I just felt like I was back at camp, and it's wonderful. And so we'll go into that. So talk about the retreats and why you started the retreats in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just want to say kind of off of something Amanda said. So I do, I'll do interviews or videos, and much like you guys, and you kind of sort of get asked the same questions, and one of them is, what's helped you the most? What is the thing? And I think, I often think that people are looking for like this magic thing, right? Like, what is this one thing? I'm looking for it now. I don't know where it is, but this one thing, I just want to grab it and, run away with it. But, and so I think about that question a lot. And some people will assume it's like finding medication for Cooper, which was life-changing, anti-anxiety medication, or if we found a right program or whatever it may be. When I really just lay it out, I think the most important thing for me was finding community. And some people think community is like going somewhere. In our autism lives, and caregiving lives, you often can't go somewhere. And even if you could, because I have recently found a group here again in Minnesota, and I feel very misunderstood in the group because our autism is very different than the other parents' autism. And so finding people that I can text, that I can laugh with, that I can cry with, and not have to like justify why I'm saying the things, that means a lot to me. I don't know if that's helped either of you, but there's things that happen in our autism life. One happened the other night that I won't, share publicly. And most people wouldn't believe it, but I had a few friends that I could just tell, and that helps. It does. It's not like it necessarily like lightens the load, but it I don't know. I feel like there's someone walking with me, I guess.
Well, and I think you and I say this a lot, Kate. I don't know if it's just us in passing or us when we're, doing interviews or writing, where finding a community where it's not a comparison of hard. We all just understand that we all have hard. And and truth, really meaning that, where people are just meeting you exactly where you're at, even if they've not walked the exact same journey. All of our autism journeys look different, but there are so many similarities of we are all worried, and we are all experiencing, things for the first time that feel so hard and unbelievable. And we do have a community of people where we can just find camaraderie in that. And I think that is what makes the biggest difference, is knowing you're not alone, even if you're not sitting in the same room. However, with these retreats, getting people into the same room is life-changing. And I don't say that lightly, because I feel like, people have said that to me, but for me to see it in real time for us, it is life-changing. It helps people understand that they can do this because they are not by themselves any longer.
And, as we get into the 2 events a year, one of the things that we see a lot is people will say, I'm not going to come because I have a daughter and you guys have sons, or, my child's older or they're younger, or my autism's not like Cooper's. I get that a lot. Like, my kid's way higher functioning than Cooper. People say that to me all the time. I just want to be clear. I don't think those things matter when if you could remove those parts, you still have the same caregiver.
Well, and we hear that a lot of, but my child doesn't have autism. Would I still benefit from coming to your retreat? And, what we walked with Monroe was not autism, but this community understood the caregiving side. And I think that's it. If you are a caregiver in any capacity, this community is here for you. And I think that's one of our really big goals, Kate, is to let people see that it's not just autism. Yes, we both have children with autism, but those are not the only caregivers that we can and want to serve.
No.
Yeah. I think it's, like for me, I think finding the documentary and doing the documentary and finding the moms that I have been with for 11 years. And then during the shutdown, the 3 of us became friends through groups and online. And I think that has helped so much for me, for a lot of people, because, and I think COVID also helped other people realize what we're going through with being shut down and isolated in our house. And so I think that's helped people understand as well, but it's also helped parents try and find people outside of their world and online and stuff. And those retreats it's people that you would never have met otherwise.
Yep. So Amanda and I are, just like everyone else, are incredibly busy. And the reason I say that is, we have children of different ages, different needs. We have businesses. Amanda has 17 of them. I'm writing a book. We have things going on, but this nonprofit will forever be a piece of our heart. This will outlive us. That's our dream. I think we know that. We want this to be as big as it possibly can be. Like, our dream is that there is a retreat every month, but right now we're just 2 moms. So we're doing the best we can. And we've landed on really 2 big events a year. And one is a little bit, the one that Rachel just mentioned, is a little bit more turnkey, because we partnered with a camp, UCCI, Moon Beach in St. Germain, Wisconsin, which you've never heard of it. So it is in the middle of nowhere. And we bring 100 or so moms to camp, and we've talked numerous times about replicating this in other places, but we've never found another camp that has the cabins like Moon Beach. We don't want people, maybe not doing that, but like, it's just perfect. And so we get this whole property that's on the lake with gathering spaces and cabins too. And we bring moms and we have fun, we sleep, we talk, we cry, we laugh. Everything you could possibly think. And I think it's probably one of the most life-changing experiences for anyone that truly opens their heart to it. And was that our 4th year that we just had?
Yes.
4th. I think we probably only had 1 or 2 issues where people were like, this isn't for us. And that's perfectly fine. But I think it's something that you really have to open your heart to really embrace.
Well, and a lot of people ask questions about it. So, why only 100? Because everyone deserves their own bed. And because by the end of the weekend, you do know everybody. You recognize every person's face. You know their name. You know a little bit more about their story. So it does, again, create that community and fosters that. And Moon Beach is incredible, and they let us come back every single year. So we don't want to say we're doubling it and then they don't let us come back. So
Yeah.
There is a method to the numbers and the madness so that we can keep the little cocoon we've created in the middle of the woods.
I mean, and I think Amanda and I talk about this often. We know that we've created something unbelievably special in this event, and if we could replicate it, if we could do it more, if we could, it's not a money making event. There's no money to be made. It is just about serving caregivers. And so if you can come, it sells out in about 5 minutes, and that kind of says a lot to it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit about last year, and this last September. We always have a theme. Amanda DeLuca loves the theme, and it was Grease. And so we
That
like to
was
pick a
fun.
movie that we can watch, and then also like movie theater style. Usually it's outside. This year it was inside because of the weather. Snacks, and then we like to dress up. So everyone that wants to, again, we encourage people to dive in. We did Single Bingo, which was a riot. We did Minute to Win It games. So we want to give you opportunities to join in. We want to give you opportunities to learn. The most popular part of the whole weekend is we have like a thought leader on different topics: severe autism, girls, newly diagnosed, adults. And you can kind of gather and ask those questions that you wanted to ask forever, like, I'll be honest, like things about constipation or medication or periods or things that you just can't like hop on and ask anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's like the favorite. And that's basically like the whole day Saturday because it's so loved. And then we feed you a lot of food, and you can sleep or have an adult cocktail if you want. There's people that choose to go wild, and there's people that choose to rest, and that's totally up to you.
I think
Yeah.
what's so incredible is we never know what the menu is going to be because we know Moon Beach is going to take care of us, and nobody even asks. It took us like 2.5 years, and we're like, do they even post what they're going to feed us, or we just
They
know we're
do.
getting fed?
There's the menu on that board by the pontoon sign up. I learned that this year.
All
Do you know
All I know is they're wheeling out the salad bar, and it's my favorite thing ever, and they take it away when it's done. And I don't need to know any more than that.
Do you want to know what the dinner was Thursday night? Everyone was so surprised. Orange chicken, egg rolls. I mean, yeah, it's it's the food is wonderful, and because and you get very full, and then like, have you seen those memes about going on a cruise where you come home and like there's no more buffets?
Yes.
That's what Moon Beach is like.
Mhm,
There's just no more food.
Yep. And also the first year, about 75% of the way through, we're like, there are no TVs.
Yeah.
Anywhere. There are no cartoons. There are no televisions. There is no
Kindles? I mean, no one's even on a device
No.
at all, I don't think.
no. Mm-mm.
No.
And often I like to give people jobs. It's a part of my charm. And so this wonderful mom, I actually have to email her back, donated all these different travel shampoos and conditioners. She owns a business where they actually designed them. And so one of my favorite parts of camp this year was I had like 10 moms. Were you there, Rachel?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we packed. I put everyone to work, but you just laugh, and you hear the laughter throughout Moon Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Again, this was my first time. It is out of the way. I flew into a very small one-gate airport.
Rhinelander.
Rhinelander, yes. I had quite the interesting way to get up, but the cab driver drove somebody else. There's a lot of people, and it would have been 40 minutes to get up there. It took an hour and a half, but it was fun. I got to chat with the two people in the cab about autism and why I was going there. And so I think it was really wonderful. And everyone around is just very friendly and nice. So the place, Moon Beach, was beautiful. I just absolutely loved it. And again, it is a place where you can do whatever you want. You can do as much or as little as you want. And nobody is going to say anything either way.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Yep.
And it's your vacation, right? That's what your like little break and stuff. So it was, I do suggest, and Amanda and Kate have been telling me for years, you've got to try it. And so I'm so glad I did. So if you can get to Moon Beach, I would recommend it. Especially, and even if you're not a camp person, it's still beautiful.
I am not campy, and I can make it work.
Yeah.
I can make it work.
I walked with Bridget this year out to what's that thing called? That like circle thing?
Oh, Vespers.
No, it's like a spiral.
Oh,
like a roundabout?
No,
No,
it's made of stone. What's the word?
I can't think of it. Ugh. Do not put me on your Singo team. I'm not good under pressure.
So we walked to that, and so
The labyrinth.
truly, labyrinth. Thank you. I have never really done anything, either as Amanda, because we're always working. In a good way, and I'm not in a complaining way, but we're very busy. And I walked the labyrinth with Bridget, and I was like, I didn't even know this was here. I'm in the woods.
Do you remember last year I texted you and I'm like, there's a whole like outdoor Olympic area. We could have like the Olympic Games here. I've never known because I've never walked, only to like the cabin and back to eat.
Yeah,
but it's incredible. So that's every September. Moon Beach is every September. They continue to let us add a day of respite because everyone loves just a day of nothing. So we always anticipate they're going to email us and be like, sorry, this is your cutoff. You were too rowdy. They haven't done it yet. However, we do not have 2026 dates yet.
I just emailed. Did you see that?
I saw it. Yeah. So just so you know, we're always like this, hoping that
Missy made an announcement that we're her favorite group ever. So I'm tucking that in my back pocket. I was like, could I get that in writing?
Put it on a t-shirt, perhaps.
And so we usually open that up in about, is it June?
June. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you want to go. Just trust me. You want to go.
Yeah. Yep.
And then, go ahead.
So September is always woods retreat. And then in the spring, we always do a second retreat, which is more hotel-based, destination, learning. We do have an epic dance party at the spring retreat. Again, I love to be a little extra and over the top. So a theme at one and a dance party at another. Last year we had like the e-news glam bot, which I think was also a big hit in
Huge
Texas.
hit.
Yes.
And that one, I would say, the sort of difference about that one too, a couple of things. It's definitely more educational. So we want to give you, so Moon Beach to me is room for conversation, where I feel like our spring retreat is more, we're going to teach you some things and you can pick the topics that you want to learn at. But the spring retreat too, we notice a lot of families come. And so we try to have it at a destination where it's a great hotel in a good city. So sometimes husbands will come, sometimes families will come, and they can do their own thing, which is nice. So they're kind of looked at a little bit differently.
Yep. So last year we were on the San Antonio Riverwalk.
Beautiful.
It was incredible. This year we will be in Owensboro, Kentucky, which also is right on a river walk setting. The Bluegrass Hall of Fame is right there. The convention center and the hotel are very close together. It's during the same weekend as the Kentucky Derby, so we will be in Kentucky. You know,
but that will not affect flights or hotels.
No.
Before you say that, it will not.
Right. No. However, if you want to bring a huge hat,
I was going to say, wear your hats.
And there's a few airports to fly into. Nashville is where Amanda and I both have been to Owensboro because we spoke there. But if you it was an hour and a half, an easy drive, simple. And so if you want to add in an extra night on your way out Saturday night and stay in Nashville with girlfriends, we would totally endorse that.
Yes. Yep. So that one is the end of April, beginning of May, 29th, 30th, and May 1st. Is that right?
Yep.
That one will go on sale after the first of the year. Correct? Is that our goal? January-ish? Yeah.
We got to lock up we got our venue. We got everything all ready. We just need, I think the next will be speakers, which is kind of it's fun. It's the speakers part is fun. We tend to do too much. So I think we're like, okay, we don't need that much.
So speakers and also vendors. So if anyone is local,
or wants to fly in, we have people fly in.
Correct. But our people love to shop with a purpose. So we are always looking for vendors to come, And also, we had several who came to our retreat in San Antonio who did lunch and learn opportunities because they wanted families like ours to know more about what they offer our community. So all of those things are great. We are always looking for those. If you go to our website, you can click on retreat, learn more, and reach out to us if that interests you at all.
Yeah, I've been to 3 of the 4. I did not go to the Virginia.
South
South
Hill.
Hill.
Yeah. But they are so great. I love them. They are a lot different because there's a lot more people. So it is, I think there's like 200, 250 maybe. So it's a little bit harder to meet everyone, but
Yep.
you can meet as many people as you want and just switch tables each day and meet new people, and you do learn a lot. And it's just fun to see people and meet new people. I've enjoyed all of them.
Well, and also coming to several to see people again. So
Yes.
we do you know, in a business world of me, our retention rate is really good. We have
Yes.
a lot of repeat and what I would say like our community of constant supporters. So it is a good opportunity to see those that you've met in years past, but also to meet new people and to connect.
I think nothing warms our heart more than the friendships that have come out of these events.
Yeah.
And we see it a lot because we'll get tagged. A group of Illinois girls gets together. We've had groups get tattoos together. We've had them travel together. Their husbands are friends. Their kids are friends. It's just, and just think you'd never have met them. I talked to my friend Adrienne this morning on a video, and we were talking about the hard parts of autism and then the good parts. And it's the people that have been brought into our lives. Like we wouldn't know each other. We would never know each other.
No.
And I think how lucky are we? I truly believe this in the bottom of my heart. How lucky are we that we get to have the best people in our life? And I think that's true.
Yeah. I think so too. I think about that all the time, and you know, the struggle is real and the good things, but again, would not have met you guys, would not have met any of even in Arizona, all the moms I know.
Yeah.
Never met them.
And you have a great group there, don't you, Rachel?
Yes, we do have a great group.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Ohio, like it's
Arizona.
interesting. I can like point them out, like Arizona, Illinois, Ohio. Are there any other, like, I'm trying to think, Minnesota is
Minnesota,
awesome.
yeah.
I mean, our
But
Minnesota.
even the Ohio moms who all live less than 25 or 30 minutes, like we connected because we were all in this same circle of coming to the retreats and things like that it brought us together, where even though we're all sort of in the same area, because we're so rural here, we may not have connected the way that we have.
Yeah. And it's so isolating. It's like you have I still, nearly 15 years in, I have moments where I'm like, I have the only child. I'm the only person going through this, you know, the only person. My friend Gina texted me this morning because Cooper might be referred to in a school. And she's like, call me. We'll talk about the school. Carter's there. And it just, I would never have met her.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't know her.
Well, and I think about with what we went through with Monroe, you knew Jackson, Mandy knew Jackson, Amy knew Jackson. You all came here and could help me in the hardest season by loving on my kid, because we've all got to know each other. And by loving each other, we love each other's kids. I mean, it's Kate is Aunt Kate in our house forever and ever.
You gotta ship Jackson to me. I'll give you a little vacation.
He wants to come and meet Choo Choo Bob so badly. I can't say it so loud. Cooper's home. Sorry.
Oh yeah. We're very focused on winter right now. We are focused on snow.
Could you just imagine though, like Jackson and Cooper rolling up into the Choo Choo Bob like area,
owning the place.
The two biggest fans there.
And Henry's. I don't think I've introduced him to Choo Choo Bob, but
well, he will be the
should.
third.
Yeah.
Cooper, Henry
There's
will be
two watchers as of right now that we know of. When Kaya came here, so our friend Jen Dunn from Keeping Up with Kaya, I got to meet Kaya. They came here. And when I met Kaya, I cried because she is like, I feel like she's like my daughter. I mean, I feel like these are our kids. I know Henry.
Yeah.
I've met Henry. I know Jackson. I know, you know, and she just like Cooper like sat by each other and ignored each other. It was like so perfect.
Kate tried to play with Jackson's things and that did not go well.
Oh,
He yells at me a lot. Firm voice.
Yeah.
That does not go there.
no. Oh my
I
gosh.
keep trying now. He can't stop me.
But then he snuggled you for a little bit also. Then you got worked. You were his
Aw.
girlfriend for a minute, I think, right?
Oh,
In
we
the chair?
bonded. We
Yeah.
bonded. He was
Yeah.
drinking a Diet Coke, wasn't he?
Yes. Yes.
And he used my body to wedge it.
Yes. 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 Mhm. We're all here to just serve.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
It's yeah. Like when all of our kids get together, it's always like they're right beside each other, but they're not interacting. Oh my gosh, it's so fun to watch. But Henry loves being around kids.
So does
Wants
Cooper.
to be around kids, but he does not play the way
Mhm.
other kids play. But him just being around, like he just smiles. At Miracle League, he loves when the kids sit next to him. And these kids have been on the same team for like 6-7 years, and they all know each other, but he just smiles and loves them to sit right next. And Henry has no sense of space, so he will sit right next to you
Mhm.
and
Jackson.
right
I was
there.
gonna say, I think we could say the same about Jackson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
it's-
funny because Mandy came with Kate and Mandy stayed to help with Jackson. And he started like shutting his door to get dressed, which Jackson is not a fan of, like privacy. And I'm like, Mandy must have taught him that to shut his door. And she was like, oh yeah, we had a big discussion about it. And I'm like, well, what are
Good.
life skills, Mandy? Check. You're on board to keep it for the rest of your life.
Oh, I can't even imagine that.
Shutting the doors. Send Mandy to your house. They will shut the door. But then later we figured out that she wasn't as explicit as she needed to be in the instructions. And he had on several pairs of underwear, not just one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there were some things missed. However, the door closed. We picked up on that skill.
Love it.
You know, small
Love
wins.
it.
We'll take
Any
them.
small wins. Yeah.
And, one more thing I just want to say is I think that, one of the things that Amanda and I are learning is that we know that not everyone can come to a retreat. It's not an option for everybody, whether it's cost or childcare, or there's lots of different reasons, or social anxiety or any of it. We want to start offering a virtual component of something. And that is, I do an in-person, we actually have the meeting tonight. It's called Caregiver Connection. And so we have about 40 parents coming to talk about this Highland Friendship Club that serves young adults and teens, but not everyone can come. So we have to figure out this virtual component. So I think that's the next on our list. Just how do we serve more people and wider?
Mm-hmm. And
I think that's great.
And I think people think because we have the More Than Project, but Kate's in Minnesota, I'm in Ohio. But like you said, how do we, A, help broaden our reach, but B, also continue to help keep these connections going for all of you, Rachel, like who have come and met each other and want to stay connected. And
it's the $1 million question. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the $1 million question.
Yeah. Right.
And I feel, and I'm sure Amanda can, with her, what she's been going through, you feel alone. You feel alone in your own situation. And, what's interesting is like, I always feel better after I talk to a friend, to you, to whoever. It's like, even if we're not talking about the thing, we're not talking about Cooper schooling or, or Monroe or whatever. It's like, we're laughing about our husbands or something. It helps.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
Yeah.
That's what,
Like I like terrorizing Sal. I feel like that's like the greatest joy in life.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just encourage people. There's going to be a mom watching, and it's just like, I know you're alone. Just start showing up. The hardest part's showing up. Just start showing up for some things. Local, whatever in your community, just something.
Well, and I will say, and you and I have learned this, is the social anxiety is the biggest component. That a lot of moms will sign up and they'll be excited. And then as we get closer, they want to cancel and they want to back out. And then at every retreat, we have someone who comes up and says, thank you for not letting me cancel. Thank you for telling me to still come. And it is hard. I mean, the first year we went to Moon Beach, I knew Kate. I knew people online. I didn't know these women in real life because I'm from Ohio, and the Minnesota moms had such an in-person connection because you had been doing these events, before. So it was putting myself out there too.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And I, what I think about quite frequently, when Cooper was diagnosed, there wasn't anything like this, but would I have went? And no, when he was, I don't think I would have. I was in too much of crisis to go, But if I would have went, would it have changed? Would I even be where I am now? If I would have had this community, it'd be a totally different story.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
admit
And
that.
for me going to the first one in Minnesota, I was nervous, even though like I had met Tabitha, and Tabitha and I flew together from Arizona. I think we're the only Arizona moms, and I was still.
It was Arizona. I forgot that.
Yeah. And I thought, because she moved shortly after, I was like, we just became friends, Tabitha, and you moved to Montana. So I was like, I was nervous. I was still nervous to meet everyone, even though we knew each other online and we'd seen each other through Zooms and stuff. It's still nerve-wracking to like actually see everyone. So I understand.
Mhm.
And especially if you don't even know anyone and you're coming, but everybody is so welcome, and we try to be.
We are continuously surprised at every retreat that we have, and we could track this data. I think we have minimally, but at one of our events, like 75% of the people flew in. It's not like people assume that it's just all people coming from the neighborhood. I mean, we have the amount of states that we cover. People are real brave. They're coming. They're showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Well, thank you, ladies, for being here and talking about this. Again, I want to say, if you are feeling alone, or if you need something, look up the More Than Project and find the retreats. And I say come if you're on the fence of it. They're amazing. Everyone is really nice and warm and opening, and we've all been there. Somebody is going through the same thing as you right now. And, we're at a whole different level than I was at the beginning. We're going through puberty, and that is a whole new level that I was not prepared for, but it's good. And, there's a lot of stuff going on with that. So there's people that are going through it that I chatted with when I went to Moon Beach. And it was just nice to be able to find people that are going through what you're going through. So there will be somebody.
I think about Bridget all the time, Kate. And like, we would not have known Bridget if this was not our life and had we not had these retreats. And now she is one of my absolute like favorite people ever. And the first time ever, she was like, I've never met Kate before. I'm like, Bridget, just relax. And she tells this story as me saying, you have to be cool. Never in my life have I used those words, but it's their favorite story to tell. And it is not at all true.
I love Bridget too. Yeah.
Some of the best people, some of the best people.
And all ages and everyone's just, so many of us are so different. We're all so different. And I think it's not all like-minded people. I think that's important too. Like, I'm just going to make this up, but like some of us are really passionate about ABA. Some are really passionate about holistic health. Some of us are really, I think that's the beauty of this community, is that we all have we're not trying to change anyone. We're just trying to not feel alone.
Yep.
That's it. So come, Rachel, will you share the website in the notes and stuff?
I think I already did. I think I put all that stuff in there. So
okay, and follow us on Facebook. Facebook's a big one to follow us on. Okay. That's where we're
I have
sharing
Facebook
everything
on there too. So in the comment and the description is all this everything about the More Than Project. So
perfect.
Look like us. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Kate and Amanda. Always love chatting with you and seeing your beautiful faces. It makes my day. So thank you guys for being here. And again, the More Than Project. Find them.
Thank you. Bye, Rachel. Bye, Amanda. See you.